Hey, it's Lisa. It's time for a reading. You ready? Happy Saturday, by the way. I don't know what it's like there for you, but it's great weather here in the Midwest, and I am feeling good. I've had a great week. I went to a class all week where we just learned about intention and manifestation, quite frankly. Hard work, manifestation, changing our reality. And the coolest thing about it is, for those of you that know me, you'll know I'm in real estate as well as doing readings. And so it was a real estate class, which one of my big things in life is bringing this card readings and whatever hippy dippy stuff or whatever they want to call it, bringing it mainstream and making it more acceptable. This spiritual work that's not in a traditional church. How's that? Okay, kind of like I liken this to yoga, and how when I first started, I was a personal trainer for a gajillion years, and when I first started, not when I first started, but even as long as I think it was the end of the 90s, the last part of the 90s, I owned a gym. And when I was setting things up, I said, hey, this would be a great place to do yoga. And this was down in Southwest Missouri. And I was met with, Lisa, you better not do that. Nobody will come to your gym because yoga is of the devil. Okay. So yeah. So fast forward to today, and I could go back to that same place, and there's probably even a yoga studio there. Okay. So long story short, bringing things that have once been considered dark or whatever, scary to people, I want to bring that out and make people see that, no, it's really not scary. Your intuition, and just tapping into the universe and that universal vibe of energy. Anyway, that's, it's all for the good. So one of the ways I do that is I like to introduce people to oracle cards. So now we're coming full circle back to the reading. Okay, so here's today's reading and how we're going to do this. I am using Oracle deck, and the Oracle deck I'm using today is Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. Stephen Farmer is a shaman and just a super, super cool guy. If you haven't looked him up or know anything about him, you might want to do that. Let me show you again. Stephen Farmer. Really got some good stuff. You might want to look into him. So anyway, so I picked up this Oracle deck. I just ordered it and got it in last week, and I haven't had a lot of time to spend with it, but I love it. And nonetheless, when you tune you into the universe, and this isn't about, let me back up just a tiny bit more. I know I'm being a little bit scattered today. I've got so much to say and share with you. But so we think that we have to know, like, oracle cards, like, oh, well, I'm not like a reader, I'm not a psychic or anything, so I don't know that would help me. I say, bull honky. Yeah, these cards can help you too. Little old you who may have never picked up a card, who may be at step one of this spiritual journey. Okay, and it can also help you who has spent a gajillion years studying, a jillion years really tuning in. The biggest thing you have to remember is that this is a way to help us. I think it's grounding. That's why I started using tarot. It was grounding for me, because a lot of my work, I just do intuitive work and mediumship work. So I'm hearing, seeing, tasting, feeling, all those things. But this is a way to ground myself. And so that's why I first started using them. But the Oracle deck, if you can tune into the energy and tune into your intuition, you're going to do an adequate reading for yourself. Okay. You don't even need me, but I hope you stay with me. Okay. So anyway, have my deck, get a shuffle, 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 shuffle. I'm a horrible shuffler. If any of you've ever had live reading with me, I'm like, woo, all over the place. Definitely never going to work in a casino. Oh God, see, I just dropped them. Okay, but I think that's kind of the fun of it. Now, I always take my deck and I cut them 3 times. There we go. Pull the top card. And our top card, here's the back side and the front side. New Moon, Promise. Okay, really nice card. Some nice artwork on there. Okay, so I haven't memorized all these. This is a new deck. I can't, it's like memorizing a whole book, because actually they all come with a little booklet. Okay, so I'm going to go to Promise. the new moon. Okay, and here we go. In my little book, you ready? Show you what it says. Right. So, gazing at the silver of the new moon, smiling down upon them, the couple embraces each other, welcoming the promise of their love. The fading sun drapes the clouds and waters with its tinge of luminescence as the crescent moon, of course, opens its arms to the nearby planet, Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love. Okay, this is a time for manifestation, beginning and renewal with the promise that our desires will come to fruition. Here, Grandmother Moon initiates another lunar cycle, moving from darkness to fullness and back again over approximately 1 month. Her promise of what is to come is embedded in the first glimmer of her light as she emerges from behind the curtain of darkness that had recently encompassed her. It is a promise that has been kept for as long as she has existed. Every month, Grandmother Moon promises she'll go away and she will come back. There will be a cycle every single month. I'd like to pause here for just a second because there's some of you that need this message. That could be the whole message here for you. Okay, is that sometimes we go into a place of darkness, or let's say we just start with, let me make this even better. We're in this full moon, everything great, all this manifestation, life is so good. How could it possibly ever be anything different? And then it goes to a darkness. It starts a new cycle, all right? And so it's dark, and there's just this little glimmer, and let's call it of hope, okay, of light. And we're feeling, not so awesome about life. And we're wondering if it's ever going to change. Well, yeah, it's a promise. The moon itself promises you that. Okay, all you got to do is look out in nature. The leaves, if you live in an area where there's the seasons, the 4 seasons, there's promises to us all throughout nature and all throughout examples of the past that, yes, this is just one tiny little piece of it, but the moon will go from this to fullness again. And honestly, the moon does that in just time. So if you're feeling kind of icky and plain old shitty right now, just give it a day, give it anything, give it a minute, 1 minute at a time. It's going to change. We've been promised it over and freaking over. Okay? Don't lose hope. So this is the time, and here's a really fun message. This is fun. This is the time to launch a project, a new relationship, or renew something that has been put aside for your date. I don't know about you, but that excites me. With your intention and willingness to allow a full cycle to complete itself, that which you desire will manifest. There's 2 things in that one, okay? First of all, you have to have intention. You have to set intention. Because the mind can only think of one thing at a time, okay? It can only one reality at a time. So if your reality is your intention, you haven't set any intentions, it's just left to whatever, or if it's real negative Nelly stuff, then that's going to be what's going to come to you, okay? So if I can set my intention on goodness and the things that I want to come, and that's what's going to manifest. So I have to first set my intention. I have to keep that intention here and let my mind think that way, okay? And that which I desire will start to manifest, okay? And then it's just quantum physics, where what we attract, what we think, we attract, okay? That energy that we put out comes back to us. So, and the second message in that is that we have to have patience. Now, I know of a couple of you who I've done readings for, and you just want it now, and yesterday, okay? Please remember that the moon takes a full month, but look at the beauty that comes from us waiting to see that, okay? So just be patient and don't give up. Don't give up. Dang. Thomas Edison, I think it was, it said something about, there's so many people, I'm getting this, I'm not quoting him exactly, I'm getting it all wrong, but the gist of it is that there are so many people that had they just not quit, that next step would have brought such amazing stuff to them. Okay? So the next step is to put into action what is required to fully realize this idea. A promise has two meanings. It can be a commitment and a guarantee to yourself or to someone else. So that a particular thing will happen, or it can imply that something specific is expected to happen. I'd like to also touch on that. If there is something great that you're really wanting to do, and it's not going to be an easy thing, why don't you share this with your, your trusted advisor, your trusted person, and say, somebody who really believes in you, and write it down and make like a little contract with them and say, this is what I'm wanting to manifest by date, okay? And write it down and share it with them and have them help keep you accountable. So when your will is aligned with the will of Spirit and your intention is focused upon what you wish to have happen, there will be fulfillment and the promise is kept. All right, you guys, this week in this class I took, this very secular class that spoke to me in so many different ways on a spiritual level, is telling me I was focusing. I mean, I have a big wish, a big ask, a big wish, and I have been writing it down every day, focused upon it, focused on the good, resetting my intention, resetting my mindset, okay? So that this new moon promise can happen. I've got to be there. I've got to let the earth work for you. Let Mother Earth, let the universe work for you. Don't give up on it. Okay? All right. Thank you for staying with me for 11 minutes. 11:33 when I looked at it. Pretty cool. Those are good numbers. And I want to also let you know that tomorrow is Sunday, and Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, my sister and I, Donna, Ozark Oracle, who's also a reader, we're going live on YouTube. So if you'd like to join us, it has some free readings, some fun, lively conversation. Join us there on YouTube. Of course, Intuitive Lisa, Consulting Intuition. You can find it through hers also, her page, Ozark Oracle. And that's that. So I hope you join us tomorrow for some live stuff on YouTube. And otherwise, I will see you back here again soon.